Hello and welcome back to the Eagle Insights podcast. I am your host, Henry Conti, the communications coordinator for the Bellbrook-Sugarcreek Local School District. And on this episode, we are talking all about the Wizards. Harlem Wizards are coming to town April 29th. Listen, this is a great episode. We've got Rocket from the Wizards. We've got Mr. Eckley from BSEF. We've got Lindsay Allen. We've got Ken Moyer. And we've got some great trash talk. You can't miss this one. Cue the Eagle. Rashawn, thanks for joining me. I hear you're the MC with the Harlem Wizards. Can you tell me a little bit what that's like and when did you join the Wizards?
I've been with the Wizards since 2002.
Okay.
I played for 18 years. I've been doing this, announcing things since, I stopped playing.
Mm-hmm.
I just keep the show moving. I'm the guy behind the mic playing the music, making people dance and get happy.
All right. A little bit of the and one flavor or not really any of that?
A mixture of and one and radio and comedy all mixed in together.
All right. I just used to love watching that late at night, the and one games. I'm dating myself here, but that was a lot of fun back in the day to watch.
Yes, it was.
Some of that. So, give me some of the history of the Wizards. When did you all get started?
The Wizards started in 1962. Kind of like a spinoff of that other team that that everyone knows about.
Mm-hmm.
But our whole business model or model is totally different than theirs. We're more community based. We're out in the community. We're doing things. Our game coming up with you guys is a fundraiser game. Going back to help the schools. So it's a big difference. But I think we're more interactive and more personable than other teams that do this.
Yeah. So was like you said, the business model in 1962 was the purpose always to help raise funds for communities and community events and stuff like that?
Yes, just because it was, everyone does the selling candy, the selling books kind of fundraiser.
Mm-hmm.
And, the former owner, Howie Davis, his son Todd Davis now runs it. Howie Davis looked at that model and just maybe we could provide a different kind of fundraiser for the school. And he came up with this, and we've been doing it ever since.
Gotcha. Was he a big proponent of education? Do you know?
Yeah, he was. He was, definitely, big on education. And, a lot of things have changed over the years. We're more into the educational part of it, opposed to back then, it was like basketball, fun, education. But now, we're really big on, boosting kids up, making kids happy, telling them, we all have college degrees, just stuff like that to make, the event better. And also, an educational event when we visit the schools, like for assemblies and stuff.
Yeah, actually, you just walked right into my next question, so I appreciate that. Tell me a little bit about those assemblies. What should the kids expect to see as you just give a little background? The day of the game that you guys come into each of our schools and do a little bit of an assembly and show the kids what they should expect that night. What does that look like?
Oh, it looks like 20 minutes of, as some people have called it, organized chaos. We have the kids going crazy. We have a good time with them. And then, we pull some kids up to volunteer for some games, some things like that. We give out some tickets, some prizes, and then we head on out. And we leave them, to their teachers who are just like, I gotta keep these kids under control for the rest of the day.
I'm sure they'll appreciate that.
Yeah, they appreciate it. But we come in, get them going crazy, and we leave. And, leave them with a message that we all abide by, we live by. And, we take off and see them that night of the game.
Yeah. So the night of the game, doors open at about 6:00. Game starts at 7 or 7:30. Tell me what fans should expect when they walk in those doors from beginning to end.
Oh, as soon as you come in, music will be playing. We get, I'm walking around talking to the crowd, throughout the show. We like to bring out people to participate in the game. So I might be looking for some people I could grab to come and be involved in the show. But from the beginning to the end, you're gonna have music. You're gonna be dancing. We like to throw free stuff into the crowd to the people, and it's just a all out good family fun, clean family fun event.
Yeah. With a lot of basketball mixed in. A lot of high flying stuff from you guys.
Oh yes, we have some real high flyers. I mean, they go way up. It's ridiculous some nights.
All right. So, have you gotten I think you've gotten a chance to look at some of our rosters here. We've got some players that have really meant something to our school over the day. But I think you might have a message for them. I think one of the people that on our end they'll be buying tickets for is Lindsay Allen, who's currently a middle school teacher. But man, I'll tell you. I used to cover sports in our area, and when I was covering it, she was one of the greatest all time. How do you think she's going to shape up against you guys?
Well, I mean, she should be all right. I'm not gonna say she's gonna have a great game. We're gonna have some fun because you're saying she's an all-time great. She's a legend. She's gonna have to prove that to us. It's gonna have to happen.
All right.
We got to see what she can put down on the court. She has to prove to us that she's an all-time legend. But in the same time, in the same note, it's gonna be all fun while she's doing it.
Well, Rocket just threw down the gauntlet there, didn't he? Let's hear what Lindsay Allen has to say about that. Lindsey Allen, you played here under Lindsey Johnson. We're here to talk about when you take the court again against the Harlem Wizards. But they've been talking trash, Lindsay.
Man.
They have been talking about how you need to prove to them that you're one of the all-time greats here. What do you say about that?
Man, I think it all comes down to being a team. I think that, I've had some physical things that happened in the last 20 years that I'm going to prove myself. But, I got State Coach of the Year Jason Tincher on my team. We have lots of people in our arsenal that I think can really take down the Harlem Wizards.
All right, what is your score prediction for the night?
I think that the teachers of Bellbrook are going to win. I think we'll take them by 30.
By 30?
By 30.
All right, come on April 29th and find out.
It's not one of those Celtics Laker games. It's gonna be a very fun game. It's not knockdown, drag out kind of game. It's gonna be fun, dancing. We're gonna give her opportunities. Let's see that jump shot. See what you got.
Gotcha.
And it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Can you give me an over-under on how many times Dr. Doug Kozad, our superintendent, will be dunked on?
Oof. If he's near that rim, oof. I would stay away from the rim if I was the superintendent. But you guys got a former NFL lineman, Kim Moyer. If you got him in the paint, you might be all right.
All right. Yeah, he's a big man. He's getting up there in years a little bit, but he's a good dude. But I've seen him play basketball. I don't know if he wants any part of it, to be perfectly honest. So
He'll look like a star tonight of the game.
All right, that sounds good. Just a little editor's note here. I may have fudged to increase the drama. Just go with it. Ken Moyer, the Wizards called you out by name, saying they were going to go after you in the paint. What do you have to say about that?
I find it very interesting that they called me out when they knew that I wouldn't be able to play the game. And so I think they're kind of scared. I think they scheduled it at a time when I wouldn't be available. And so I'm going to say, listen, if you want to bring it, you got to bring it at a time when I can take you out. Don't talk trash unless you can back it up.
Well, Rashawn, I'm not going to keep you too much longer. The people will know you as Rocket the night of the game. I
Yes.
believe that's true, right? All right.
Yes.
Well, listen, we appreciate your time, and you go have a great week. You guys have what? I think you told me you got 30 games in the next 31 days.
Yes, sir. We are on a streak right now. We're burning through. We're burning it. We're burning out, but we're getting it done, having fun every night.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time, sir. I'll be the one out there taking photos, but we'll see you out there.
Well, I can't wait.
All right. Have a great day.
All right, you too.
Bye. We're going to talk about the BSEF, and we are going to talk about the upcoming game with Mr. Jeff Eckley, who is going to add in a little trash talking of his own. Let's hear it. Tell me about the BSEF.
Thanks, Henry. The Bellbrook-Sugarcreek Education Foundation has been around since 2014, and during that time, we have raised and donated back to our teachers over $295,000 worth of teacher grants. These have been used for a variety of different things, like our high school drone team wrote a proposal for a grant for a timing mechanism system. Our drone team, if you're not aware of it, is a 4-time national champion.
Pretty good at what they do, yeah.
Yeah, we're pretty excited about that. It also has provided for money for assemblies, for authors to come in, for sensory room manipulatives at Stephen Bell. Basically, as a former principal, as I explain it, I want our teachers to be able to think outside the box. And if there's something that they could bring into their classroom that's not necessarily going to fall within the regular funding, this is an opportunity for us to bring those things into the classroom to make those lessons come alive and be more enrichment for our kids.
Like you said, thinking outside the box, they leave the building with it too. They've gone to the Challenger Center for years on the BSCF's dime, right?
That's correct. Yes, we've been able to finance that. It's a 7th grade program where all of our kids have been able to go down there for a great space exploration program that they present down in Dayton.
Yeah, I've been there. It's pretty fun to do the little experiments they get to do. So that's awesome. BSCF has kind of come. It's going through a little bit of a change. We were a little low in people, and all of a sudden got a big boom. Got some new life in there.
Very excited about our new members that we have had recently join our committee. They've been very energetic and helping us get on a great direction and get back to being able to provide for our kids the best opportunity that we can. But yes, we are very excited about our new membership that has put new energy back into our group.
Yeah, and part of that new energy is the Wizards coming to town. Talk to me a little bit about how the Wizards came into your sight line here.
So working with Zach Klein, the principal at the middle school, he had shared with me an idea about this group that comes around kind of like the Harlem Globetrotters, but they're the Harlem Wizards, and they play basketball against your teachers and things like that as an opportunity to raise money to finance these teacher grants that we've been talking about. So that event is going to take place on April the 29th at 7 o'clock here in our high school. We have 27 of our teachers from all the different buildings that are going to participate that night. And from maybe what you have seen or our community has seen, it looks like a really exciting night where the kids get to get out and interact with the Harlem Wizards. It's a great show. Everybody's having a lot of fun. And it seemed to me like a great way to make some money to support these teacher grants that we're hoping.
Yeah, obviously there's different cost levels for some of the tickets. There's kind of a VIP experience. People can come and enjoy it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Do you have any predictions on the game?
Well, we have some pretty talented players that are going to be playing for us. We have Always Deliver, just like Amazon, Lindsey Allen. We have the trickster Ben Trick that's going to be playing for us. And even Dr. Doug Kozat is going to be playing for us this year.
So you got predictions. How many times will Dr. Dunk get dunked on, do you think?
I believe it'll happen several times.
Think they'll be going after him a little bit?
Yeah.
They had something to say. You know, I talked to Rocket. He's their MC. They also pointed out they might be going after Ken Moyer a little bit, too. I think they going to take great pride in dunking on a former NFL player. So I think it should be pretty interesting there.
Yeah, Ken is a math teacher at our high school and just a great guy and has offered his athleticism to the night for us to give us a little bit of legitimacy and some size. So
much needed size. So how can people get tickets for this?
So pre-sale tickets are $15 for students, $17 for adults for just general admission. Now, if you want to go with kind of like the NBA experience, we do have courtside seats. Those are available for $40, I believe. But if you're looking to purchase a ticket, all ticket sales are done online. So it has been in the bridge. It's been in several of our principals' communications through Parent Square and things like that. It's been sent out. So you just need to get to that QR code, or you can go to bit.ly/BSEF Wizards, and you can find that information on how to purchase tickets. Again, we have different price levels. The closer you want to be If you're right on courtside, that also comes with a voucher to spend on the souvenir stand, which will be available all night long. We also will have concessions there, as well as our very own cheerleading team is going to participate.
Yeah, we just found out about that through a few emails coming back and forth, so we're excited about that. Jeff, anything else you want to add about the Wizards or about BSEF?
So to me, this is the epitome of Bellbrook. It's a group of people that are going to get together to help out our kids for a great educational experience and have a lot of fun at the same time. I'm really hoping that April the 29th is a great way to get our community together, have some fun, raise a fair amount of money so that we can continue to support our kids as best we can.
All right. Mr. Eckley, like you've done this before, I appreciate your time. All right, thank you for listening and having a little fun with us. We are going to forgo the ego droppings because the most important thing we have going on right now is that Harlem Wizards game. So please come out on April 29th. The game starts at 7 p.m. Listen, it is a huge event. You do not want to miss it. Come and be entertained and have some fun and laughs and hear some great music and see the teachers get embarrassed a little bit. Word on there is the line is about 30 points. I think Lindsay says she's going to win by 30 points. I'm thinking the Wizards might be a little bit more ready to go than she thinks they are, but we're going to find out. So come on out, give us a wave, and enjoy the game.